through the 6-yard box and in. Ben White on the volley makes it 5 for Arsenal.
John McDermott had a call from Edu last week to say that Ben didn't want to be considered, and for me that's a great shame.
Ben White can't play no better, but whether he's fell out because he come home early from the tournament, I mean, I'm amazed that he's not in it, because he can play all different positions.
I think people have respected his decision, and hopefully one day he's prepared to represent his country in the best possible way.
The door should be slammed right in his mush. Don't want to play for his country? I'm sorry, you've had your opportunity. You don't want to play for England? Go and tell the Bobby Moores of this world who got 100 odd caps, the Shiltons, the Beckhams, the Rooneys. I think it's disgusting.
I'm with you, Harry.
I can't have it.
Can't have it.
Don't hold back, Harry.
Nah, can't have it. It's talkSPORT Breakfast. Me, Jamie Ara, former Chelsea, Southampton, Villa midfielder Andy Townsend. Tough words, Harry Redknapp there at the Cheltenham Festival back in March after it was revealed that Ben White, no interest in representing England for Euro 2024, but following Gareth Southgate's exit as manager, White is reportedly considering a U-turn. Now, what do you think about that, And?
Look, I think I hear what Harry's saying. I genuinely do. I get that. I'm not sure Ben is better than a fit Reece James. I don't think he is. I don't think Ben certainly isn't a better right back than Kyle Walker, even though Kyle wasn't at his best, I think, in the tournament. Trent is, I think, miles better than Ben White. For me, yeah, I do. I think
he was good last season, though, Ben White, for
Arsenal.
Listen,
he played very, very well, and he's got that. And I'm not disputing the fact that he's not a good player, Jamie. I just don't think. I think if England, after what we've seen this summer, are looking to kick on and find other dimensions to get over the line in the competition, I don't think it's playing Ben White at right back. I don't think it is that type of player. I think it's something else. So I'm not sure he figures above those guys anyway. But do you think one or two of the boys would be unhappy?
Yeah, so here's my take on it. I agree a lot with what Harry said, to be honest, and you know I said that as well. You're representing your country. It's the biggest honour ever. You know, whether you're playing any minutes. You know, Adam Wharton and that went out there, didn't play 1 minute, but they're out there. They're part of the team. They're part of representing their country. And he's gone out there, Ben White. And I know I've heard he don't like football and he don't like sitting around and that. But
it's weird, that one. When I don't like football.
Yeah, I've never understood that.
There's been a few in there that like that.
Asu Ikoto was like that. You remember Ben White? Asu Ikoto, left back, hated football, but was unbelievable at it. But just didn't like football. But
strange.
I don't get that. But for me, if he does say, yeah, actually, I do want to be representing England, you know, it was a problem with Steve Holland or Southgate, whatever it was. What I would say is the players in the dressing room would turn around to him and say, hold on a minute. We've been, busting our balls here in the Euros trying to win something for our country. You didn't fancy it. Now all of a sudden, you want to be part of the dressing room. How about, sling your hook? You don't want you.
Yeah.
No, we don't want you part of the team because you had your opportunity to be a part of it. The manager wanted it. Southgate come out and said he was disappointed and you didn't want to be a part of it. So now all of a sudden you think you can just waltz up here and turn up and be back involved. No, it don't work like that.
That is a very valid point, very fair point. I mean, look, first and foremost, England have got to decide who's going to be their coach, get that sorted out. And then Ben's football will decide and dictate whether or not he can move on from that. I'm sure the players will, even though, as you say, one or two of them might be a little bit miffed at that attitude. I think when they go again and the next England squad is selected for the Ireland game in September, I think if Ben's part of it, people will move on. But as I said,
I don't know. I think
you don't think so. He wouldn't get in as a right back over the players they've got. For me,
no. I'd like to know what people think on this. I mean, give us a call if you want to have your say on Ben White. 03 717 22 3344.
Just quickly, James. Greg is very quickly to Andy talking nonsense. Ben White's a better defender than maybe he is a better defender, Greg.
He's a better defender than Trent.
Do you need to have a better defender now, England, or have they got to have something else? I think they need something else. I understand what you're saying,
but we've had, you ain't anything else better than Kyle Walker at his best.
No.
There ain't. So maybe that something else might be a good defender.
Maybe. I don't see it that way.
I hear you.
Yeah.
But I just think the way he turned his back on England in the Euros, even if you weren't going to be the number one on playing week in, week out, then You know, I still think you can't turn your back on your country. I do. But I want to hear what people want to say now. It is a big talking point. It's going to rumble on as well, especially if he does get picked.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.